Hello and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So we're gonna continue with our build. I think we're done yesterday with. Probably I'm gonna double check one more time just to ensure that I didn't miss anything for our singularity cold mages, and then we're gonna proceed now with our iron golem. Just to make sure that I didn't made any mistake. The only mistake that I made yesterday is just because the planner doesn't give a warning, like if you're wearing a lidless wall, then you're wearing a two-handed weapon. Basically, it's the lidless wall is going to be unequipped. Supposedly, it's better to have the bloodless scream here, but unfortunately, we're going to use the lidless wall. But this one is much more better. Having another multiplier from the lidless wall. I think I don't have any more for the like a mythic variant here. Exploiter and then Tidal. Okay, actually there's one more if we really need more damage, to be honest. Like what we are using. Are we using still damage overpower? Actually another for cold damage is increased by 20% and makes enemies vulnerable, and then apply more chill and 20% increased damage to chilled enemies. So this one, we can use this one as well. This one is much more better because it adds more chill, so the faster that we can chill, the faster that we can freeze the enemies, the faster that we can proc the bloodless scream, then building up the damage, and then Azeroth will do its damage after the freeze expires. And the longer the target expires from the help of the exploiter's aspect, then we still have the hemorrhage here. Hemorrhage deal cold damage and then freezes the enemy. This one doesn't chill but applies the freeze effect right away. Unfortunately, we cannot wear the signet of Pelgain here because Requiem and then Torment here is, we need this one for essence regeneration to summon, to quickly summon the next batch of cold mages. Think we're done. Attack speed. I think I have fixed the attack speed already, so we need, is it attack speed on the amulet? We have darkness skill. Actually, we can go here with, are we still with Alls? No, I don't think so. Like double or darkness. I don't know if there's still a minion. I don't think there's a minion. Well, yeah, I think I remember there's a minion skill here. This one would also work. But the thing is, this is still gonna be a little bit difficult because you're going to roll and there's so many skills that we need to roll, and I think it's better to have intelligence here. So we have approximately 10 and then 10, 46 if the mythic back of bone, 46 and then 26 and then 24. Remember, this is 12 and then 12. Oh no, oh no, we need attack speed here. Why? Because we cannot have attack speed here anymore. This is wrong. So we can add maximum life here. Good thing that I have noticed that. So attack speed. So in order to compensate the attack speed there, so we need attack speed here so that we can reach a total of 100%. Okay. So we have 10, 10, 10. 40, and then 46. 40, 46, so that's 84. Where are we getting the other attack speed? I think we have 7 from how many? And basically plus the ferocity, we will be able to reach the 100%. Okay. I mean, I have attack speed here, but I think it's better to have intelligence here now. Total mage, shadow damage. Oh, this one is not shadow damage. Vulnerable. Do we have other maybe cold damage? We don't have any cold damage. Maybe we can add a cold damage multiplier here. Oh yes, speaking of our build, let's go back. Let's filter. I think I'm going to use this one. Where is our, what is the latest astral spirit? Duplicate, singularity, code. Yes. Common for unique, common for unique, common for unique. I think this is still correct. And one hand sword. Then heraldic seal, still the same. Unique, still the same. Wanted for codex. Okay, gloves. Right, and then yep, that's it. And then pants, same. The mage is also here. All right, essence regeneration, essence regeneration, and mages. Huh? Mage? Wow. I will remove this. And then helm. Essence regeneration, that's okay. Chest. Chest is, oh no, give me a second. No. Helm could be not intelligence. We're gonna focus on maximum resource. Oh shoot, those are two same resource. But it's okay, we can craft the intelligence, we can craft the defense from the Horadric Cube, and then for the fourth one we can just roll it on the enchanter, which is, it's just gonna be expensive, but at least we can get. Yes, I think the same. Maximum resource? Yeah. Then boots. Critical strike, and do I have maximum? Oh yeah. Maximum resource. I think the priority here is maximum resource and not critical strike. And then darkness skills. I think it's still darkness. And then ring, we're looking for crit, not resource gen, but vulnerable. I think it should be attack speed or not. Like 2.5, 2.5, just that's 5. And we can add another multiplier on the gloves instead of attack speed. I mean, either way, the problem here is we can only choose which one is ideal here. Or let's just go with these two: critical strike and attack speed for the ring. And then for the one hand, of course, only one weapon damage offhand. This is shield, so this will be I think critical strike chance or damage reduction. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to export this. Export. Let's go to our planner. Season 14. Singularity code. Midges. And then for our build planner, this one is good to go. Share. Link. Paste it here. Let me go back just quickly on our loot filter. Astral Spirit. Just want to double check the this one. Save. Okay. Add the condition. Add the condition. Add the condition. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, let's go back. Alright, Singularity Mages is done. Let's now proceed with our big boys. Okay, this is now save. Builds. Iron Golem. That sounds more cooler. Iron Golem Trinity. Okay. Of course, this is the item that we need. However, our golem is a darkness skill, but this one deals shadow damage. And somehow it doesn't show the tooltip of thorns? Why thorns? But basically this is a shadow, but apparently this one doesn't have the ability to apply cold mages, so we cannot use the Signet of Pelgain here. However, there's one that we can utilize. Not the Azurat, but now we can, maybe this would work. Your darkness skills chills enemy to 100%, right? But this one is going to be 125. Then it will deal some damage. We cannot use the Signet of Pelgain anymore because the Signet of Pelgain multiplicative damage on the frozen enemy is only going to work for skills that deals cold damage. Crafted Mythic. Whoa. What do you mean? Oh, it shows like this is now a crafted mythic, eh? But it doesn't show that this one is a crafted mythic, but this, oh, now it choose one crafted mythic. Okay. I mean, either one would be okay. Because either way, if we see if we get a drop pack of bone or mace of King Leoric, we can wear plus with our crafted mythic item. And give me a second here. Give me a second here. Do I have a special note here? No. Okay. Should I delete this one and replace with the other one? Because this one has some notes in it. Yeah. But we're not using Se anymore. Siren Vex, Nagu, probably Kurun. This one is now gone. We're not using the skeleton mage because they will become a liability. I understand that. The bone storm, cooldown investment. I still have Sirengar. Or how about this will become now Nagu and Vex. Then this one Seer with Gar to reach the 100% critical strike chance. We're not using the skeleton mage. The bone storm benefits from the cooldown investment. Pack of bone, mace of King Leoric, blood moon breaches for more DPS, Godslayer crown. You can replace this if you have air perdition for more damage. I think the Godslayer crown and air speaking of air perdition, we can still use the air perdition though for that I think on the helm, what can we use on the helm? Just more, I think just more defenses, but we can get critical strike chance. If that is the case, we can drop the Gar rune. What can we place here? Sol rune for the freezing effect, so that we can inflicting freeze. Right, this is 300 offering. if we have the air perdition. I think Godslayer crown would still be helpful here. This one we're going to use disobedience. Blood boiling aspect. Yep. Aspect of hued flesh, blood boiling. Yep. This one is or or it will have the same effect. This one. If we're going to use Salrun, if we are going to use Salrun, after freeze expires, enemies explode for 120% of damage you dealt to them while frozen. After freeze expires, right? And basically, I don't need the bone splinter here anymore. Actually, I can use the hemorrhage to freeze also the enemies. Boom, 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 boom. Right? I think in terms of pressing the skill, I will need the golem to be here. And then bone splinter should be here. And then speaking of freezing, we have another one, the blight. But of course, we're not spamming the blight. And then overpower. Therefore, we don't need the blood boiling here also. Now we can use more damage. I think there's another one like shadow, aphotic, lucky hit. While standing in desecrated ground for 6 seconds and leaving it. Is there any other? Like, this is lucky hit chance though. Like, I feel like well, sorry, yeah, am I too loud? That's another one. This one. Not just it increases the freeze duration, right? Then once the elites are unstoppable, then we have this another 50% damage multiplier. So we can just spam the hammer, spam the enemies. But the thing is, we just need to be cautious that when we freeze the enemy, we need to click the golem right away. Give me a second. How I'm going to tap this one. I feel like the bone storm should be here. Then where's the golem? something like that. Season 14 note. Where's the asterisk? Check if bloodless screen. Oh, if Azurath unique charm is better than red blessing in this step up. Does the Severin still has some valuable? They still inflict chill, but how frequent that they are lunging the enemy? I think that's where the chill effect is going to start. I would say maybe Curun for our damage reduction. Am I using offhand for the golem? Maybe, but right now we need the shield now. We need the damage reduction. Otherwise, we're screwed. See? I'm using shield now. This is the I remember this planner. I created this for during the PTR. We're still gonna utilize the overpower, yes, because even though we have the base 4 stacks, adding all of the damage together, including the additional damage from the dominate, it will outperform the other additional like shadow damage, tempering affix, which is at maximum at 40. So even at 4.5 and then add the I think the dominate glyph is now just 1.8 at maximum. 4.5 plus say at 75, so that's 25, 5, 10, 15 times, say 1% at level 100. Okay, so that's 15 plus 4.5, so that's 19.5 on the tempering affix, and that is not greater affix yet. If you made it to greater affix, approximately 5.5 plus 15, so that's 20.5 at 4 stacks times 20. 20.5 times 4 stacks of the base overpower stack, so that's 80% additional damage. So basically that alone, the overpower damage will still outperform the flat 40 temper affix increase in damage. So we're still gonna utilize the overpower, but we don't have to add more additive damage. And since the tidal aspect here is going to increase using the maximum tier of that unique charm from the red blessing, 7 times 3, that's 21. That one is a flat damage all across of our damage, like no condition. But take note, this one, we're going to use the Azurath. After freeze expires, enemies explode for up to 120% of the damage you have dealt to them while frozen. Now, there is a catch here. If we are going to utilize the power of the golem, we need the golem's cooldown to be significantly reduced so that when they deal the damage, give me a second. I think because the pure power of the pure power of the golem's damage is coming from when we cast their skill, but apparently they have a cooldown, right? They have a cooldown, though their basic attack will still deal some damage, and then including their active skill attack, so it's going to echo again for 120%. The bloodless scream also happens during freezing. However, this is you deal increased damage to frozen enemies and bosses. This is 250%. It's the same. Each attack that our golem does, including the active skill, will deal 250 damage. It has the same mechanic. The only difference is on the Azurath, the damage is going to, it's like you are dealing 120% increase in damage while the enemies is frozen, if that makes sense. It's just in the case of the Azurath, that damage, that 120% additional damage on the damage that you have inflicted to the enemies while it is frozen, then after the freezing expire, it will explode. Those damage will be collected and it will be multiplied up to 120%, so it will explode again. It's also the same mechanic as Bloodless Scream, wherein the damage of the Bloodless Scream will only happen during the enemy is frozen, but this one is one. Oh, give me a second. This is only, I think, 125%. This is 120% only. So which one is better? Which one is better? I don't think we have the mace. No, I'm not going to sacrifice the mace of King Leoric here because I want the golem, ranks to golem here. Why I have cold resistance there? What the heck? Excuse me, I don't have cold resistance there. The only difference, okay, the Azurath is only going to work when we freeze the enemies. We have the Hemorrhage. We have sources to freeze the enemies right away. The difference between Bloodless Scream and the Azurat, they have the same multiplier damage mechanic. The only difference with the Bloodless Scream, if you don't have, if the darkness skill that you're doing doesn't inflict any chill, then you can use this one. But since we have the Hemorrhage, we also have the, we have also the Blight. If you're going to use the Bloodless Scream, basically we don't really need the Hemorrhage, but this is still gonna be helpful. Let's go with Azurat. I think not better than Bloodless. Sacrificial Aspect, Hellbent Commander. Boo, the Hellbent Commander is now reduced. I still have Tidal Aspect here. We can replace this now with, I would go now here with Crushing Aspect. Reanimation, Crushing Aspect. And then speaking of freezing the enemies, oh no, we're not doing cold damage. We cannot use the Signet of Pelgain here because it is only going to work for skills that do cold damage. Signet. Permanently take increase in cold damage from you. See that? Cold damage. Our Iron Golem is not doing cold damage. There is another one. Hellbent Commander 70? No, that is 60 now. There's another one. There is another one. And speaking of freezing, this one. If we are going to use this one, cold, oh shoot, cold damage deals increased damage to chilled enemies. No. Probably Hellbent Commander. Summon, do we have any specific for summon? What is Great Feast again? Oh, just 55%. Cadaver 65. Consuming a corpse. No, we're not doing that. I think this is it. Bloodman Breaches. Anything that we need to update here? Slayer Crown will help on pulling the enemies and more DPS during world activities. It's still correct. Cult Leader. Just prioritize capstone bonus to maximum resolve stacks in your hem for pants for survivability. That is the thing of the past now. I don't need the decrepify. When using the air perdition, or is it double R? H. I think we're gonna swap now. Actually, towel would be very helpful here, actually. How did we manage to reach 90% critical strike chance? For sure, we have on the offhand. We have 21 here. Again, 46 here. $38 here. 38, 46, so that's 84. Oh shoot, that's 100% already. Not even without the air perdition, if we have the mythic of the pack of bone. Basically, we don't need the Gar rune here. This is just I'm just gonna guess this for now. Thal. And Vex. Oh. Right. You forgot, eh? This is going to be one of the big game changer next season. The Lidless Wall, and then the Azurath. And then in conjunction with, for the cold damages, the Bloodless Scream, Frozen Memories, Signet of Belgain. I think the Army of the Dead cold variant may have a chance. May have a chance. Yeah, to be honest, we don't need the air perdition here. I believe this one is the new Best item here. Plus 6 skills to all skills. Increasing your golem damage, increasing the rank of the bone storm for the more critical strike chance and attack speed, and then increasing what? Yeah, same thing with the basically we will start to overcap on critical strike chance. Oops, no. You would be the mythic version. It's no longer mythic, but the iconic mythic. I think we're just gonna say here. Yeah, no need. Basically, the elite fall has the base guaranteed critical strike chance. Then no more critical strike damage multiplier, but armor. And damage reduction. We're gonna focus on that. And then this one is max life. This is topaz. Then shadow damage, that's correct. This is 10. I think Mace of King Leoric doesn't have attack speed, but the Grey Bloom has. And I think there's also 17.5 on the Hulking Monstrosity. Yeah, 30, and then Hulking Monstrosity, I think 17 or more. 17. So that's 37. 37 at Mythic. 37, 40. 83, and then Bone Storm, you're over, but still good. Therefore, we don't need the attack speed here anymore. It's better to have like the vulnerable damage multiplier. And then what we need is cooldown reduction. That's correct. Cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction. And then we're gonna masterwork that cooldown reduction. And we need GA on that cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction, cooldown reduction. And then another cooldown reduction on the helmet. Primary core stat. So the guarantee is armor. I'm kind of intrigued what is the guaranteed affix here, like guarantee that it will drop when the item drops, it will always have those affixes, but it can still be crafted. Maximum resolve stacks, we don't need that anymore. What we need is maybe, I'm not sure here yet. Okay, I'm not sure here. I would say armor. And here max life. Because armor, or maybe just armor also. Maybe armor. Let's bombard this with armor. Then one shadow damage multiplier here. Critical strike chance, armor damage reduction, and then life. I think this is it. Let's fix. I think that skill tree is the same as usual. Nothing changed. Then let's double check the Paragon. What is this one? Cult Leader is the Dead Racer. Hulking Monstrosity is the Amplify. Wither. Essence. Okay. Sign of Death. Golem. So Dominate is on the starting board. Oh, speaking of additive damage. How about we use the darkness then? No, we can add. Give me a second. Four stacks, 1.815. How much is the willpower here? Willpower 64, so that's going to be 60, so that's times 12. Times 12 times 1, so that's 12%. 12% plus 5 on our tempering affix. So that's 16. Times 4, so that's 64% damage. Are we using bloodbath? We're not. We could have, but we're not. Losing stack also on the overpower. Think. Because with the darkness skill, that's intelligence, we have 105 intelligence here. So 105 divided by 5, so that's 21. 21 times 16. Twelve times 4 is just 48. 48 against... I know we're losing that multiplier damage on the legendary bonus, on the bonus, but we get a damage reduction on... So that's the only exchange, like more survivability. Scourge is corruption damage. We are darkness. We are darkness. I mean, Eliminator is good. It's just, this is not going to work on the boss. That's the only thing. Problem solved. We bring back the Gravekeeper. Yep. Welcome back, Gravekeeper. Mercenary. Mercenary, reinforcement, we go with Aldkin, skill, languish. I think that's fine. Okay, now we copy this. Oh, sorry. Now we call this iconic, mythic. And then we're just gonna replace the godless crown, the Harlequin crest. Then we should be focusing on cooldown reduction. Then here would be armor. Like we have all the freezing effects here. Is it too much? The good thing about the Thaw is just it can freeze enemies simultaneously. Alright, I think I still have around 45 minutes to stream. And I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna focus, so I don't think I'll be able to play I'll be able to practice a leveling probably on Monday. I'm just gonna maximize, considering that we have finalized everything, so that will be my main focus on Saturday, to focus on finalizing our build planner. But it doesn't inflict vulnerable, isn't it? The vulnerable effect is coming from, I think it's the warriors who is dealing the it's only freeze the enemies. Look at the damage over time, 78, 81 billion. How long is the cooldown? 3.69. Okay. It only freezes, but I believe this is still gonna be helpful. Let me see, I hope I'm not making any mistake here. Taco Bone, 46% critical strike chance. 46. I think 22. Say 21. 21 plus 20. Sorry, 46 plus 21. So that's 60. 60. 67 plus 38 from the bone storm, so that's already 100% critical strike chance altogether, so we don't need what we need is just a cooldown. We don't need any additional critical strikes, and actually this is already like over, but it's okay because that is the base, the guaranteed affix of the swell. Though I think we can still roll it with another defensive stat, but I think critical strike chance there is it's just fine. It's fine. I think your damage over time. The damage over time is coming from the effect of the piece of the black shroud. Even though we're not doing any damage over time here. So though we have this one, but our darkness minions will be able to trigger it from the piece of the black shroud. So I think this one is done. Yay! Yay! Leet. Right. Whew. Another one down. Okay, let's polish the loot filter. I believe this one also. Oh, I have done this already. Okay. That is cool. But let's check the greater affix here. Critical strike multiplier, cooldown reduction. This is fine. They are not in conflict with another. We're gonna add a condition of greater affix check. Pants greater affix check. What do you have there, sir? Intelligence maximum life. Intelligence maximum life. Okay. No, I think. Wait a second. Do we have pants? We have. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I thought there is a macabre skill there. Okay. Going back. Okay, that's fine. Pants. Helm. Greater affix check. Intelligence cooldown reduction. Helm. Okay, that's correct. In chest, of course, there's only one golem. Or there's another one. If we can find a golem, this would also be. This would also work. Yep. Boots. Greater affix check. Intelligence, resistance to elements. Resistance to elements. Is it really resistance to elements? I think because of we're using blight, do we need essence generation, essence per second, at least one of our gear? Maybe on the boots? Essence regen. But it doesn't need to be a greater affix. This one is fine. Amulet. Cooldown reduction, damage multiplier. Now, give me a second on the amulet. Save. Do we have an Ami? Chant. Basic, core, corpse, macabre skills. We can have intelligence, critical strike damage, macabre skill, cooldown reduction. Right. Right. Okay. How much is per rank though? $506. $506. 31 plus 6. 37. 37 divided by 3. That's 13. 12. Sorry. That's 12. That's 12%. Maybe plus 2, it could become plus 1. So 3 times 12. So that's an additional 36 multiplier. Right? Against what? Like vulnerable damage of I think 28% on the amulet. Yeah, we're really going to focus on that cooldown reduction. We need cooldown reduction. %, against 36. Oh, that is close because this could add an additional 20 at maximum roll. This could add an additional 25%. 14 then divided by 2, so that's 7 plus 28, so that's 35. The only difference is just 1%. The difference between the vulnerable damage and the macabre skill, it's easier to get the macabre skill plus 2, and then when you masterwork it, you can immediately reach an additional 36% based on the increase in damage on our golem. The vulnerable damage, if we're not looking for a greater affix, there's a chance that we can only get 17, 28, 16, 17. There's a large gap between 16 and 28. Compared to like macabre skill, of course, when we craft the macabre skills, you will also get a chance to get those other skill ranks. But when you get plus 2, then so basically you have only 2 options for the macabre skills, plus 1 or 2. For the vulnerable damage, there is a huge variance that you may not be able to get the 28 maximum roll right away. Okay, so we're good with macabre skill. Critical strike damage is still okay there. We're now looking for the macabre. Then ring. Crit cooldown, that's correct. Of course, weapon damage. Offhand, I think this will be... Let's find focus or shield. I mean, it doesn't matter. This will be turned off right away once we have the leadless wall. I have 10 already. Why you have only... the skill and then the resource. I see. Correct. I'm missing one. What is the tent that I'm missing? There's only 2 here. Core. I feel like there's 5 here in the utility. Can we go back? I think there's... Oh, damage reduction. Gotcha. Okay, for the Iron Golem Trinity, so we're done. So let me export this one. Export. This is already updated. Go back. Go back to this. Iron Golem Trinity, loot filter. Give me a second. Let me double check just to ensure that I'm copying the right build planner. Then sorry, loot filter, and then build planner, Iron Golem Trinity. This is the one. Can close this one. Share, copy link. So which one is next? Army of the Dead. I feel like I will not be able to finish this one, but anyway, I'm gonna continue with this on Saturday, so I'll be able, I can stream for the next 30 minutes. Because for the past couple of months, not couple of months, for the past almost a year now, I've been depriving myself with sleep. So it's not good, so I need to prioritize my health now, so I can only stream like, with the exception of yesterday, because I really want to push the completing the Singularity Code Mages yesterday, and then yeah, but today I'll be okay. Anyway, so all good. Have everything. I think here I should write check if needless wall is now working. Okie dokie. Actually, I don't need the skeleton. Oh, I'm not using the skeleton mage here actually. Okay. Okay, let's proceed now with probably I'm going to write a where is that, so that I will not get confused. Tentative. Ooh, tentative. It's now. There's a chance. There's a chance. Let's go. Is this the same as the season 13 that I have done? Give me a second. When was the PTR? Yeah, I think in the case of the Golem, because Golem was not yet fully optimized and I haven't prepared the planner yet. During the time of the PTR, I think on the PTR I used the Army of the Dead Season 13 planner and updated the aspects and everything to be tailored for Season 14. That is why it has this one already. And I think, I don't know when I wrote this one, check if service and sacrifice is enough. Yeah, I think I remember this one. Check if service and sacrifice is enough to activate the corpse explosion. Corpse consumption to replace corpse explosion. So that we don't have to stress ourselves. The thing is, does the service and sacrifice is fast enough to consume the corpse to reach the 20 stacks when we cast the Army of the Dead? That's the only thing. That's the reason why I do the I help on the consumption of the corpse by manually casting the corpse explosion, because to quickly gain that 20 stacks right away, because that is a huge multiplier to the Army of the Dead. Is there any amulet that we can use? Hued flesh, we need it. What is our transfiguration? Exploiter? Right? I think exploiter. For mythic setup, use Air of Perdition.
More loyal friends you will not find.
12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Oh, give me a second. 12 plus 6. It becomes 18 on rank 15. Wait a second. Give me a second.
Auspicious omen.
$306, right? 306, 26. We're getting scammed here. $306, 330. So that's additional 24 divided by 2, so that's 12. So okay, I think on rank 15 it's gonna be adding a little bit of a boost. Then it will continue on just added plus 2. Now the reason why I'm looking at the because the ideal here now is not the air perdition. However, we're talking about the underground. Now I remember. The underground here has the multiplier. 6 times 12, how much? 72. I think I remember the underground at Mythic. Why it doesn't show here? I can't remember what is the damage of that underground. It was around 36. It was around 36 on Mythic. 36 divided by 1.3. Around 27% increase. I can't remember. Naguin Vex is still okay. Twelve times six ranks, so that's 72. This one is just 36, but we're just adding minions. But the adding minions is not good. I think a Harlequin Crest to replace with O plus. We're not doing the Banished Lord Talisman is not a thing now here. For Mythic setup, Air Perdition gives multiplier damage and additional crit chance. If I'm going to use a cold variant here, I feel like probably I'm gonna create another planner dedicated for the cold damage, but I'm just gonna keep it here so that I have a reference. Okay, going back. Now, speaking of crit chance, where are we getting our crit chance? At least we need to get at least 10. Oh, sorry. At least I think Red Blessing here is still gonna be okay. — 14 minutes to go. This is the only thing that I hate. Though I guess we can still craft this one with vulnerable or cold damage, I guess. So we're adding critical strike chance on the weapon. Crit chance on the ring, crit chance on the weapon. Crit chance on the amulet. Okay. Can we get critical strike chance at 50%? Can we visit our Army of the Dead? I 5. 2 rings on jewelry. That's 5% critical strike chance. Say 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 18.5, 19.5, 15 on the weapon. So that is this the one? I think this is the one. I think 15, and then masterwork 17.5. So you have 19.5 and then 17.5. $46.1. We have critical strike chance here. Crit chance, crit chance. We should have a crit chance here also. Nagu. You can go with Gar. Or Vex. Plus 4. 330 plus 4. 330, so that's 54 divided by 4. 40, 10, 14, 12 divided by 4. So that's 3. So that's around 13 per rank. But we're not going to have the damage reduction anymore. That's the thing. Okay, give me a second. Oops. Did I miss? I feel like I missed a lot of reliquary rewards here. Give me a second here. Yeah, 4 days. Oh, I got them already. I think I did this during offline mode. Oh, offline mode when I was offline. Off stream. How about this group? Man, this one is unfair. Oh, sorry. Disregard what I said. I thought it was just 5. Okay, it's still 100. Claim. Had 99. Is it enough? Oh, this is gonna be... I think it's gonna be enough. Oh, last minute claim. I missed the way the reliquary rewards before. Like you can get a full gear, even though it's not. It doesn't have the what's that? The animation, the VFX. It still looks good. Plus, you have the full gear, the full gear, the full armor theme of the season. The only difference is on the battle pass, there is an additional animation on the item. What I'm just looking forward here is the platinum. And then we can only get the gloves. We can only get the gloves. Well, I'm still thinking whether I should I would still if I would still purchase the wings of, I'm thinking maybe there is, because I don't have any additional funds. Like I want to, so next season I will get another 200, so that will become 24. So then at least I'm planning to make it around 2800. Maybe there's a better cosmetic, I guess, or it's just, but anyway. Okay, 7 minutes for me. What is this one? I know Garun is gonna be overkill with Nagu, but at this point that is the reliable combination. That is still additional 10 critical strike chance is still valuable. I think air perdition is still gonna be better. Air perdition is still gonna be better. With additional multiplier damage. And then additional critical strike chance. And no need to replace Gar with Vex. No need for that statement anymore. I just say for mythic setup use air perdition. Then so basically this is the pile of the dead. Take note, we're going to lose that multiplier also, but adding 15% critical strike chance. Hmm. $109. I'm adding all critical strike damage multiplier. 109 plus 40, so that's 149. 149 times 15. If we're going to use the air perdition, basically that air perdition of additional 15% critical strike chance only increases our additional critical strike damage by 16.35%. Okay? Whereas the undercrown. It has a huge. It has more double the multiplier damage. Especially at mythic, especially on mythic version. I think the one I'm going to check here is check if by using the updated undercrown and sacrifice all the minions, will it yield we have basically it should not be the litany of death. This one is not going to work anymore. We can add Master of Puppets. +3, 4 + 3 + 4 on 4 + 3, so that's 7 + 4, so that's 11 on the underground. 11 then divided by 2, so that's going to be 5. So we will be just left by 5 skeleton warriors, reapers. Is that enough? Why am I using... What build is this? Yeah. Why am I using the defender? Blood orb, blood orb. Because of the blood orb? I feel like that's the reason why. Well, we can place the huge flesher and then we can just go with the blood boiling aspect here.
Welcome to my home away from home.
But the mages, if we're going to sacrifice them, how much? 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where's the corpse? Ah, okay. I see the difference. I'm not generating at maximum. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3. 1. Add the mages. One, two. Or maybe I didn't cast the golem. One, two. It's almost the same. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's only just a very minimal second. I think we can sacrifice the mages for more damage multiplier. And take note, we can still have more mages because of the underground. We can have +2. Basically divided by 2 because of the 50% reduction. So we can have +2. And then what we're going to do again for the air perdition, okay. I'm still gonna add this on if the cooldown, if the CDR or AOTD is still efficient without compromising the production of corpses for consumption. Well, speaking of aspect of service and sacrifice, it's slow. So the army of the dead is ready, but we're just stacking at 6, 9. So if we are going to this, We need corpse. I think hued flesh should be ideal on the... Okay, let's go back. Because that will increase the chance for us to produce the corpse. It should be here. The hued flesh. Hued flesh is 25% chance, then plus 50% in the amulet, so that is going to be like 37% increased. Then blood boiling should be here. If blood boiling should be here, then we don't need basically the blood. I feel like we need the bone golem. I know we're getting that multiplier damage, but our big multiplier damage really coming from... Because take note that the golem is also consuming the corpse through the fell gluttony. Okay, give me a second here. Why am I using the defenders here? Speaking of corpse, I could have used the reapers here. Oh, give me a second. It's slow. The around 18 stack is when the warriors are dying, so they are gonna revive. So we are going to wait for 4 seconds for them to be sacrificed, and then that's the only time that there will be resummoned. So that is the corpse consumption that is going to be triggered. I think we are... Again, if we are going to sacrifice the... No, if we are going to sacrifice the Reaper, we're not going to get that... we're not going to get that... Okay, I think this is the setup. Reapers, we can sacrifice the mages, and then we will go with bone. Okay, now let's test the iron golem and let's see how... What's the difference? Still at high stacks. Ah, okay. This is good. Okay. We have an additional multiplier damage, plus we are still good on corpse production. That is because of our Reapers. Can I read this one just quickly? Damage creating from the soul, blah, 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 because the charms to balance the frequency of the ADD casting and soul stack, we use corpse explosion with multiple corpse to consume 3 corpse in one cast along with the golem fell gluttony upgrade. Corpse production will come from AOT, the corpse generation passive, aspect of hued flesh, and skeleton warrior first upgrade. To produce corpse. Well, we already said that. Because the effect is, what's happening here is this happens only every 10 seconds when they do the wind up attack. Every 10 seconds your skeleton warrior is also Reapers wield blood and have a wind up attack that deals heavy damage every 10 seconds. So that wind up attack only happens every 10 seconds. So we have that 10 seconds that when they do the wind up attack, this one is triggered, reducing the cooldown of the active cooldown. It could be the golem or the army of the dead, and then it forms a corpse. That's what we want. Probably I'm gonna update this one for the cold variant. Anyway, that's it for me today, so I'm just gonna continue with this tomorrow. Probably should I write a note? But how will I able to see it? What do I need to... check again the note section. Skill tree. I think I haven't polished. Did I polish already the items? I think this is already good to go. Cadaverous, Behemoth's Roller. Crushing aspect is here. Check again the note section, skill tree, probably note section, and then equipment, affixes, skill tree, and paragon board. Then proceed with dead hold variant. Okay, so at least I will be able to remember this when I hop in. just gonna review this notes mechanics to ensure that everything is already updated based on our new setup for season 14, and then I'm going to proceed with, I think, Red Blessing. Oh, then Unique Charm. Unique Charm. Since we're not using Tidal Aspect, right? I'm not using the Tidal Aspect. I have Blood Boiling here. Even if I place the Tidal Aspect here, it only adds 3, and then Red Blessing 3 times 7, so that's an additional 21% multiplier. And this is a new aspect already, so that is going to outperform this one. Is there any problem? I'm going to check any useful charm that we can use. The only... It will be the Dead Code that has more variant that we can really choose from. Like we have that Azrath, we have aspect of the Signet of Pelgain. I'm looking at Signet of Pelgain, Azrath, and then the memories. This is going to be very interesting. It's just take note that the Dead Cold variant for single target, this is a huge multiplier damage. This is 300. This is huge multiplier, especially when they are already taken like 30 hits of the volatile skeletons. It's 30 because it's 10 and then up to 300%, so that's 10 times 30. So that damage is going to build up at a certain period, the more volatile skeletons that we are that they are getting hit. Alright, so we're gonna continue with this on Saturday. So we're gonna do some theory crafting, updating all the builds for... There's still more builds that I'm planning to work on. The cold variant of the Army of the Dead, and then update the Astral Bone Spirit, update the Blood Surge, update the Blight Blood variant, which I haven't polished yet, but I have already played it on the current season, so I'm just gonna use that. And then the cold variant of the Blight also, so we'll see. So anyway, we're gonna do that on Saturday. So again, thank you very much for watching and for tuning in. I'll see you guys on Saturday, and have a good one. Bye.